Heat high today, 19.
Sunny skies in downtown Toronto and 19. This is City News.
The town of Uxbridge is slowly cleaning up after this weekend's deadly storm. They remain under a state of emergency as power remains out for many residents, and streets need to be cleaned up from falling tree branches and other debris.
We begin our coverage with City's Kevin Meisner live in Durham Region. Joins us with the latest. Kevin.
Yeah, Jamie, I'm actually on Toronto Street north here in downtown Uxbridge, where tree limbs have literally been snapped off, entire trees snapped in half, and then essentially laid down on just about anything that was below it. That includes homes, power lines, and vehicles. As a matter of fact, I'm watching an Lexicon crew right now in the process of not only repairing the hydro lines that were damaged, but they had to put in a series of brand new wooden hydro poles to suspend that infrastructure above. They're hoping to get power back to this neighborhood as soon as possible, hopefully by as early as tomorrow afternoon. But of course, there's a lot of work yet to be done. Now, I've been talking to a lot of homeowners. Doug here, just across the street from this hydro crew, has a severe damage to this home, his property, all of his vehicles. He had a trailer parked next to his home. It was literally picked up and pushed into the side of his house, probably about 3 feet into the home. That just shows you the power of that storm on Saturday. But he says the cleanup is making progress.
It's excellent. Everybody's sort of pulled together. 100%. Not just town employees, but neighbors, people that don't even know you are, looking to pitch in.
All across Uxbridge, effectively a symphony of chainsaws and chippers as snapped off trees and tree limbs are being cut into pieces and piled onto the boulevards to get it out of the street and get the streets open as well. Utility crews, internet companies, and electrical and hydro and telephone companies also in town looking to improve, reconnect their customers as well. So reporting live in Uxbridge, Kevin Meisner, City News.
And our coverage continues with James Mackin, who's looking at the cleanup in other hard-hit areas. He joins us live with that. James.
That's right, Judy. It's been 3 days now since that derecho storm swept through southern Ontario, and there are still thousands without power. Lexicon, which handles power for most of Durham Region, says the power should be back for everyone tomorrow afternoon. As of this morning, there were roughly 6,600 customers across that region without power. Former City News continuing anchor Jack Rose says in Peterborough and surrounding areas, it has been a very tough go since Saturday.
The trees have been snapped in half like you would with a twig. Some barns are completely flattened. I know some cattle have been lost.
A couple of thousand people in the Peterborough area remain without power, according to Hydro One. Now, as for our city, Toronto Hydro says there are dozens of scattered outages across Toronto. It hopes to return power to all of them sometime tomorrow afternoon. A bunch of schools across the GTA have closed down, 8 in Durham Region, 1 in North York, as they had no power. We are waiting to hear back from the DDSB and the TDSB if they will be able to open tomorrow. Reporting live, James Mackin, City News.
Meanwhile, the federal government says it has not yet received any requests for help in the aftermath. Here's our Parliament Hill reporter, Cormac McSweeney.
Not had any power for the last 3 days.
Yes, Sir Nack, the Ottawa MP and the Parliamentary Secretary for Emergency Preparedness, is like many others dealing with the power outages caused by this storm. Despite the offer for help at the moment, no official request has come from the provinces for federal assistance with the recovery efforts, although financial aid applications may come later. But NACB notes this situation only stresses the need for better infrastructure to handle the impacts of climate change. He adds the feds continue to develop a comprehensive plan with provinces and local communities.
Weather does
incident, saying, "Did you rape her?" And he flat out said no, and denied any sort of touching in a sexual way with her before she turned 16. He was also asked if he ever heard the woman say no. He says no, not even once. Now, the Crown did do their line of questioning last week and wrapped up their case last week. Both are likely to be on the stand for at least a couple of days. Reporting on Roland Koresh, City News.
Just over a week to go until Election Day. Our Queen's Park reporter Richard Southern joins us with details.
The frontrunner PC Mayor Doug Ford was facing accusations of being a climate change denier on the campaign trail today in the wake of Saturday's devastating storm. Liberal leader Stephen Delduke,
When Doug Ford sort of in a blasé way talks about these things like they're once in a lifetime, they're not. He just doesn't get it because he is a climate change denier.
those are accusations Ford, speaking in Brampton today, denied.
Well, I believe in climate change. So let's make that clear. And we're doing everything to prevent it.
But is that true? One of Ford's big campaign promises is to build a new highway or 13. In fact, Ford tried to spin it today that building highways is a way to battle climate change.
One of the first examples of pollution would stay on the bridge on 401, much bumper-to-bumper traffic. That's why we're building roads and bridges and highways to get people home quicker. You know, they don't have to sit in gridlock and smell someone else's fumes.
NDP Mayor Andrea Horwath continuing to campaign virtually as she recovers from COVID-19. Polls continue to show it's a battle for second place between the Liberals and the NDP, but Delduke is still optimistic.
We're just going to keep working hard until June 2nd, and we'll see what the people say.
Richard Southern, City News.
Gas prices are next.
From the campaign trail,
To the ballot box,
we have all the angles covered.
your number one choice for the Ontario election.
This is City News 680. Everywhere.
Casper's Victoria Day event is here, and you can save on everything under the sun. Get up to $500 towards any of our award-winning mattresses, like our most popular original hybrid mattress, engineered for cool, comfortable sleep. Plus, shop additional savings site-wide. It's a summer dream come true.
for the overnight will hover around 10 degrees, sun and cloud, and then some showers late day Wednesday. Highs near 19. The overnight low for tonight, 10.
Sunny skies in downtown Toronto and 19.
Now the Dynamic Funds Market Minutes, the Business Center. Here's Ari Rabinovich.
Bay Street continues to see a gain, and it continues to grow. Right now, the TSX is higher by 130 points, or 0.6% to 20,323. One of the lifts to the TSX includes the gold market, because gold is higher right now by $16 to $1,870 per ounce, although oil is lower by $1 to $109 U.S. per barrel, and the Canadian dollar lower by 0.3 cents to just under 78 cents U.S. U.S. markets, where Wall Street is seeing declines again, although far off their lows for the day. The Nasdaq still down 2.6%, or close to 300 points. The S&P 500 down 52 points, or 1.3%. The Dow Jones is closing in on breaking even. Right now, it's down by 50 points, or just about 0.1%. At the City News Business Center, I'm Ari Rabinovich.
A financial advisor can help address your evolving portfolio needs. Speak to a financial advisor today and visit dynamic.ca/advice to learn more.
BetMGM Sports is now available in Ontario. Wager on your favorite sports with